Hello students, this is Ritvik Dubey, your computer teacher. In today's video class, I will discuss about priority of variables for methods. I mean methods give priority to what kind of variables. Okay, let's start. See, points to be noted. First point is two or more static variables of the same class cannot have same name. Okay, एक क्लास के अंदर अगर दो स्टैटिक वेरिएबल्स हैं तो उनका नाम सेम नहीं हो सकता है. Let me show it to you. See, let me create a class. Okay, click on OK button, double click over it, and then Control A, backspace. See, PUBLIC, public class DEMO, demo. Then static, static int x is equal to 10. Okay, then static, static int again x is equal to, let me give 45. Is it allowed? It is not allowed. We will get the error variable x is already defined within class demo. Okay, variable x is already defined in class demo, so it is not allowed. Okay, it is not allowed. Clear? Point number 2, two or more non-static variables of the same class cannot have same name. So let me change it to non-static. Okay, non-static. Again we will get the error variable x is already defined in class demo. Okay, variable x is already defined in class demo. Clear? So two static variables of the same class cannot have same name. Two or more non-static variables of the same class cannot have same name. Third point, two or more static and non-static variables of the same class cannot have the same name. Let us check. Now suppose, let me make static static int x is equal to 10 and then int x is equal to 45. So this is non-static, this is static. Can they have same name? No. Okay, variable x is already defined in class demo. Then point number 4, local variables and static variables can have same name. Local variables का और static variables का नाम same हो सकता है. See, let me delete this line. Yes, PUBLIC, public static static void void main capital STR ing string array space args. Now let me declare a local variable int x is equal to suppose 45. Okay, Control Shift I to indent, Control K, no syntax error. It means this is the local variable of main method and this is the static variable. This is the static variable within class demo. So local variables name and static variables name can be same. दोनों का नाम same हो सकता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. Then local variables and non-static variables can have same name. Let us check. Let me make it non-static. Let me make it non-static. Okay, Control K, no syntax error. Now please focus. Okay, even though I write here int x is equal to 10, so both looks to be similar but both are different. This is the non-static variable of class demo and this is the local variable of main method. This is the local variable of main method that has been defined within class demo. Clear? This is the non-static variable x and this is the local variable x. Okay, we will not get any error. Both are different. Clear? Then two or more local variables of the same method cannot have same name. एक ही मेथड के बॉडी के अंदर दो वेरिएबल्स का नाम सेम नहीं हो सकता है. Listen. Suppose if I will try to write int x is equal to 10, it is not allowed. Okay, variable x is already defined in method main. In method main. Clear? So please keep all these points in your mind while writing the programming. Clear? Clear? Now listen. Which variable gets more priority? Local variable or static or non-static variable having same name? The answer is any method in Java, any method gives priority to its local variable only. If the name of the local variable is same as the name of the static or non-static variable, ठीक है, अगर लोकल वेरिएबल का नाम स्टैटिक या फिर नॉन स्टैटिक वेरिएबल के नाम से सेम होता है तो मेथड ज्यादा प्रायोरिटी या सिर्फ और सिर्फ प्रायोरिटी किसको देता है? लोकल वेरिएबल्स को. सर व्हाट इज द प्रूफ? लिसन, सी. ओके, नाउ let me write here int x is equal to 45. Okay, and let me print system dot out dot print ln, system dot out dot println x. Tell me what will be the output. Here the non-static variable is x. This is the non-static variable x which is holding the value 10. And this is the local variable x which is holding the value 45. Now if you are printing the value of x, okay, which value will be printed? 10 will be displayed in the output screen or 45 will be displayed? The answer is 45 will be displayed. Why? Because any method in Java gives more priority to local variables when the name of local variable and non-static or static variables are same. So we will get 45. Okay, we will get 45. Let me show it to you. Right click, call the main method, C45. We are getting 45. Yes or no? Okay, clear? Now, if I write int n1 is equal to 10. Int n1 is equal to 10. And if I write int n2 is equal to 20. Okay. Now, if here I write int n1 is equal to 40. Okay, 40, and int n2 is equal to 60. N2 is equal to 60. Okay. And then if I write here what? n1 plus n2. Control K, no syntax error. Tell me the output. Since any method in Java gives priority to local variables if their names are same as the static or non-static variables name. Okay, so here the priority will not be given to the static variables n1 and n2. The priority will be given to the local variables this n1 and n2 which are holding the values 40 and 60 respectively. So we will get n1 plus n2, 40 plus 60, 100 will be the output. Okay, 100 will be the output. Okay, 100 will be the output. Okay, sir, but we want here that the compiler takes n1 and n2 into consideration. है ना सर, हम यहाँ पे चाहते हैं कि n1 plus n2 जब हम लिखें तो कंपाइलर लोकल वेरिएबल का वैल्यू को नहीं लेकर के नॉन स्टैटिक वेरिएबल का वैल्यूज को कंसीडर करे. सर ये हो सकता है क्या? इज इट पॉसिबल? यस, इट इज पॉसिबल बाय द हेल्प ऑफ दिस कीवर्ड. बाय द हेल्प ऑफ दिस कीवर्ड. लिसन. So use of this keyword. Let us discuss about use of this keyword. This keyword refers to the current object. Okay, this keyword refers to the current object. In other words, we can say that this keyword behaves like a reference variable. This keyword reference variable की तरह behave करता है, which holds the reference of the current object. जो कि करंट ऑब्जेक्ट के रेफरेंस को या फिर एड्रेस को होल्ड करता है. ठीक है, इफ यू हैव वॉच्ड द प्रीवियस वीडियो क्लासेस, ओके, क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ वेरिएबल्स, स्कोप ऑफ वेरिएबल्स, लाइफ टाइम ऑफ वेरिएबल्स, okay, all those video classes, this video class will be very easy for you all. Okay, so in other words we can say that this keyword behaves like a reference variable which holds the reference or address of the current object. Now the question arises, what is current object, sir? See, what is current object? Suppose there is a non-static method within a class demo, है ना? मान लो class demo के अंदर एक non-static method है, and we have created 3 objects of the class demo, say dobj1, dobj2, dobj3. एक class है demo उस क्लास के अंदर एक नॉन स्टैटिक मेथड है, मान लो m1 एक नॉन स्टैटिक मेथड, और हमने उस मेथड को कॉल करने के लिए क्या किया, 3 ऑब्जेक्ट्स क्रिएट किया मेन मेथड के अंदर, dobj1, dobj2, dobj3. And if we are invoking or calling that method upon which object, upon the second object, that is dobj2, then at that time when the method will execute for the second object, that is dobj2, their dobj2 will be called as the current object, and this keyword will hold the reference which dobj2 is holding. Sir, कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्या? Okay, see, listen, I will explain, don't worry, I will explain. Suppose I want that the output should be 10 plus 20, 30. So what I will have to do? See, okay, let me write it here. Int sum1. Sum1 is equal to n1 plus n2. Okay, int sum1 is equal to n1 plus n2. And if I am writing here sum, okay, sum1, sorry, sum1. Yes, control K, no syntax error. Since the main method gives more priority to the local variable, so here in place of n1, the value 40 will be considered. Yes or no? In place of n2, the value 60 will be considered. So 40 plus 60, 100 will be stored in the variable sum1, and we will be getting 100. We will be getting 100. Yes or no? Now, how to make the compiler consider this n1 and n2? For that, we need to use this keyword. Okay, so I will write here int sum2 is equal to this this dot n1 plus this dot n2, this dot n2. Okay, now if I display, let me copy this line. Let me copy this line, control V, and let me write here sum2. Control K. Non-static variable, this cannot be referenced from a static context. Okay, now what I will do, I will make this method non-static. Okay, so this keyword is not allowed within the block of static method. Always remember, this keyword is not allowed within the block of static method. That is the reason why I have written here in the notes, suppose there is a non-static method. Suppose there is a non-static method within class demo. Okay, see. So non-static method, let me make it m1 method. Okay, let me make it m1 method. Okay, m1 method. Now compile, no syntax error. Compile, no syntax error. Okay, now let me define a main method, public public static static void void main capital string string array space args. Okay, let me create the object of which class? Object of demo class, demo dobj. Dobj is equal to new demo is equal to new demo, and let me call the method m1. The method m1 upon this object dobj dot m1. Okay, let me close the curly bracket. Okay, control K, no syntax error. Now what happens, see how the things are happening, let me tell you. Okay, yes, now listen. So suppose if we will call which method, if we will call the main method. Okay, if we will call the main method, if we will call the main method, then within the main method, see, first of all, class loading takes place, yes or no? First of all, class loading takes place, and static variables will be created at the static constant pool. Okay, in the previous video classes, I've already told you, static variables will be created at the static constant pool at the time of class loading. Okay, when class loading occurs, all those things were cleared in the previous video classes. Okay, now listen, since within the class there are no static variables, so in the static constant pool there will be no variable created. Anyway, let us not talk about the static variables. In this class we have only two non-static variables, n1 and n2. N1 and n2. Okay, okay. Now within the body of main method, the control will go within the body of main method, and we have used the new keyword to create an object. So what will happen, at the heap area, okay, at the heap memory area, because of the new keyword, an object will be created. Of which type? Of which type? Of demo type. Okay, an object will be created of which type? Demo type at the heap memory area. Now, what is the condition? Whenever an object is created, okay, all the non-static variables of the corresponding classes are created within the object. So in this class demo, how many non-static variables are there? N1 and N2. So N1 and N2 will be created within the object, okay, within the object. And we have assigned the values 10 and 20. We have assigned the values 10 and 20 to N1 and N2. Yes or no? Okay. Then whenever an object is created, it has some address. Assume the address is 1045. Assume the address is 1045. So you have stored 1045 in which variable? DOBJ. So 1045. Okay, this is the address, or you can say reference of the object. Reference of the object. It is stored in which variable? DOBJ. DOBJ. Okay, so what happens if any variable is holding the reference of any object, that variable starts referring or starts pointing to the object. Clear? Is this clear? So this is what happens when this line is executed. The first line of main method is executed. ये सारा चीज कब होता है? जब ये पहला लाइन एग्जीक्यूट होता है. न्यू कीवर्ड की वजह से एक ऑब्जेक्ट बना. जब ऑब्जेक्ट बना तो उस क्लास का सारा नॉन स्टैटिक वेरिएबल्स का कॉपी आ गया, जिसमें कि 10 20 असाइन किए तो 10 20 आ गया. कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट जब बनता है तो उसका एड्रेस होता ही होता है. मैंने कंसीडर किया 1045 स्टोर हुआ है डीओबीजे में, इसलिए डीओबीजे इस ऑब्जेक्ट को पॉइंट कर रहा है. क्लियर? So all these things happened during the execution of the first line of main method. Okay, then we have called the M1 method. Yes or no? Here we have called the M1 method. Just a minute. Here we have called the M1 method. Okay, here we have called the M1 method. Clear? Upon which object? Upon DOBJ object. Upon DOBJ object. Okay, so we have called which method? M1 method. We have called the M1 method. There some lines are written, and we have called upon this object. We have called the method upon this object by writing what? DOBJ dot M1. Yes or no? So we have called the M1 method upon which object? DOBJ object. Clear? Now the control will go to the body of M1 method. What is written over here? N1, N2. N1 and N2 are the local variables. So sum is equal to N1 plus N2 means here we will get what? Here we will get 40 plus 60, 100. Now what is this? This dot N1. So what I wrote here, the this keyword refers to the current object. Current object मतलब ये मेथड M1 अभी किसके वजह से कॉल हुआ है? किस ऑब्जेक्ट के ऊपर कॉल हुआ है? DOBJ डॉट M1 मतलब M1 मेथड कॉल हो रहा है DOBJ ऑब्जेक्ट के ऊपर. Yes or no? So DOBJ is the current object. ये जो ऑब्जेक्ट है ना हीप एरिया में, ये करंट ऑब्जेक्ट है. तो इसका रेफरेंस क्या है? 1045. इसका मतलब this keyword will hold the reference of current object. तो current object का मतलब समझो. करंट ऑब्जेक्ट वो ऑब्जेक्ट है जिस पर मेथड कॉल हुआ है, जिसके वजह से मेथड का एग्जीक्यूशन शुरू हुआ है. अभी M1 मेथड अगर काम कर रहा है तो किस ऑब्जेक्ट के वजह से काम कर रहा है? DOBJ. Why? Because while calling the M1 method you have written DOBJ dot. Yes or no? तो this keyword का काम क्या है? This keyword, इसलिए लाइन जब एग्जीक्यूट होगा दिस कीवर्ड, तो दिस कीवर्ड क्या करेगा? उसी ऑब्जेक्ट का रेफरेंस को होल्ड करेगा 1045. और दिस कीवर्ड क्या करेगा? उसी ऑब्जेक्ट को पॉइंट करना स्टार्ट कर देगा, या कह सकते हैं रेफर करना स्टार्ट कर देगा. सो वी हैव रिटन दिस डॉट N1 है ना, तो हम लोग क्या लिखे? दिस डॉट N1. इसलिए हम लोगों को क्या लिखना पड़ता है? दिस ओके डॉट N1. तो यहाँ पे दिस डॉट N1 का क्या मतलब हो गया? वो ऑब्जेक्ट का N1. ऑब्जेक्ट का N1 का वैल्यू क्या है? यहाँ पे आ जाएगा 10. यहाँ पे क्या आ जाएगा बच्चों? 10. And then this dot N2, this dot N2 मतलब ये this dot N2, this dot n2, this dot n2. So this dot n2 means what? This dot n2 means 20. So 10 plus 20 is 30. 30 किस में जाएगा? sum 2 के अंदर कौन सा वैल्यू चला जाएगा? 30. So in the first line we will get 100, ठीक है, जो कि लोकल वेरिएबल्स का सम है, और इन द सेकेंड लाइन वी विल गेट 30 जो कि नॉन स्टैटिक वेरिएबल्स का सम है. ठीक है, तो ये सारा कॉन्सेप्ट इंटर रिलेटेड है. फॉर दैट यू नीड टू वॉच द वीडियो क्लासेस. द फर्स्ट वीडियो वाज व्हाट? वेरिएबल्स एंड इट्स क्लासिफिकेशन. Okay, second one was scope of variables. Third one was very very important, lifetime of variables. Okay, उसके बाद और एक बनाया था मैंने, क्या? हाँ, how accessibility of variables and methods from outside the class. Then this is the fifth video, I feel. Yes, fifth video. So all these video classes are interrelated. If you have not watched the previous video classes, go and watch them. Okay, so this is the concept of this keyword. इसका मतलब क्या है? आज हमने क्या सीखा? अगर स्टैटिक या नॉन स्टैटिक वेरिएबल का नाम अगर सेम, खास करके नॉन स्टैटिक वेरिएबल का नाम अगर लोकल वेरिएबल से सेम है, तो फिर हम लोग वहां पे क्या कर सकते हैं? वहां पे हम लोग डिफरेंशिएट करने के लिए दिस कीवर्ड का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. क्लियर? अब नाउ लिसन, लेट मी रब दिस, लेट मी रब दिस. Yes, now if the variables are static variables, static is static int n1 and static is static int n2. Okay, static int n1, static int n2. Now in place of this keyword, what I will write? In place of this keyword, what I will write? Suppose if the method is static, this method is static, static is static void main only, main, main, capital string string array space args. Okay, let me delete this. So in place of this, just if we will write n1 and n2, then the priority will be given to the local variable. So in order to let the compiler consider static variables n1 and n2, we will have to write here demo dot n1 plus demo dot n2. Control K, no syntax error. Now let us see the output. Now let us see the output. 100 and 30. See, 100 and 30. Okay, 100 and 30. So the concept is very simple. Okay, if the static variables name and the local variables names are same, then in order to distinguish, okay, between the local variables and static variables, so when you are using the static variables, just use the class name dot static variable, class name dot static variables. Okay, and in case of what non-static variables, you will have to make use of this keyword. You will have to make use of this keyword. Clear? Clear na? You will have to make use of this keyword. But in such case, you will have to take care that the method should be a non-static method. The method should be a non-static method. Clear? Clear? The concept is clear or not? Okay. Okay, let me make it non-static and show it to you. Suppose if this is non-static and this is M1 method only. Okay, M1 method only. Compile, no syntax error. PUBLIC public, STATIC static, VOID void, MAIN main, capital STRING string array space ARGS. Now let me create the object DEMO demo, DOBJ is equal to new DEMO, and let me call DOBJ dot M1 method dot M1 method. Control K, no syntax error. Let me call the main method and see the output. The output is 130. The output is 130. Yes or no? Okay, clear? Now what happens internally? Okay, you may ask, sir, what happens internally? Listen, see, this is the memory level diagram. This is the memory level diagram. Okay, this is the memory level diagram, which I have already discussed in the previous video classes. Now, assume this is the stack memory area. STACK, stack memory area. Okay, what is this? This is the heap memory area. Heap, HEAP, heap memory area. And suppose this is the static constant pool, STATIC, static CONS constant, static constant pool, static constant pool. Now listen, you have called the main method. Okay, within the main method, when you have called the main method, the class loading takes place. Okay, the class loading takes place. When you have called the main method, the class loading takes place. During the class loading, what happens? All the static variables are created at the static constant pool. So here n1 and n2, both the static variables will be created. Okay, both the static variables will be created. N1 will hold the value 10 and N2 will hold the value 20. N2 will hold the value 20. Okay, see, static int N1 is equal to 10, int N2 is equal to 20. Then you have created the object by the help of new keyword. So at the heap memory area, an object will be created of which type? Of demo type. Okay, of demo type. Now, what is the condition? The condition is, what is the condition? The condition is whenever an object is created, all the non-static variable, yes, all the non-static variables are created. In this class, there is no non-static variable, so it will be empty. Now assume the reference is 1020. Assume the reference is 1020 and okay. So let me draw it once again. Okay, this is stack area. This is stack area. This is the heap area. Okay, and this is static constant pool. This is static constant pool. So at the time of class loading, n1 variable, n2 variable got created, yes or no? And they are holding the value, what? 10 and 20. Okay. Now, because of the use of new keyword, an object got created of which type? Of demo type. And the condition is whenever an object is created, all the non-static variables copy will be created. Since there is no non-static variable within the class, so this object will be empty. Assume the reference is 1020. So I have stored 1020 in which variable? DOBJ. So DOBJ, okay, DOBJ variable will hold the reference 1020. Will hold the reference 1020 and this will start pointing to this object. And these two static variables will be shared by this object. Okay, no doubt. Because I have already told in the previous video classes, the static variables are shared by every object. Okay, now you have called this M1 method. So the control will go to M1 method. Yes or no? You have called the M1 method. You have called the M1 method. You have called the M1 method by writing what? By writing DOBJ dot M1. DOBJ dot M1. Okay. So the control goes to the what? The control goes to the body of M1 method. See, local variables N1, N2. So N1 plus N2, the output will be 40 plus 60. It will be 100. 100 will be stored in someone variable. But when you wrote demo.n1, what is the meaning of demo.n1? Class level variable n1 means this static variable n1. So here compiler will consider 10 and here compiler will consider 20. I mean this n1 and this n2 will be considered because these are local variables n1 and n2. So here one local variable n1 will be created, yes or no, in which 40 will be stored and n2 will be created in which 60 will be stored, because we know that local variables are created at the stack memory area. So this is the difference between this n1 n2 and this n1 n2. Okay, these n1 and n2 are the static variables, and this n1 and n2, these n1 and n2 are the local variables. So 10 plus 20 is 30. So in the first line we will get what? We will get 100, and in the second line we will get 30. I hope the concept is clear to you. Okay, so practice it, try to analyze yourself, create your own examples, draw the memory diagram. If there is any doubt, please ask. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video class. Bye bye.